My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Oh, right. What's the Necromancer got? Oh, scroll boxes you shouldn't have. Sincerely. I'll take the nutritious oyster. Give me 11 max HP and we'll see what we can do with that. Very little, except live longer? Okay, interesting. Boy, the paths suck, but not a good one between them. I think the closest is a no elite first floor. I think we're doing a coward's line. 2 rests, late shop. It's otherwise pretty okay. Yeah, not really too much I get to do about that. 3 damage taken there. Get to stagger the corpse slug in the back line for 2 turns because it was already doing a debuff turn. So it goes back to still doing a debuff turn. Actually, just full block this out as well so I don't have to deal with any. Beautiful. Skill potion, Reeve, negative pulse in right hand. Give me that negative pulse. I like having the AoE early. Hey, negative pulse with 2 additional blockers. Really good. Suddenly it's competitive as a block card and a damage card. If I'm taking a coward's line, let's immerse ourselves and try and get as much HP out of this as we can afford. I think it's this. I think this. Once more. So we're just stacking a bunch of max HP, which is going to make our rests much more efficient. Not that that's like a primary concern. Actually works out best to take a little damage to clear the enemy that turn. Show me... Ooh, second negative pulse? Severance not bad. Severance not bad. Severance good. Not enough to help us take an elite out early though. Not going to be in this fight long enough to really reliably use the regen potion. Well, but I'll be able to use the first 3 turns of it, and that's going to be enough. That's most of the value of it. Yeah, I missed out on 1 HP from it. Pretty good potion. Capture Spirit, Invoke, and Sculpting Strike. Of these, Invoke, but I want Capture Spirit next. But I need the Invoke first. Oh, you gotta love being actually able to defend against the Fossil Stalker there. It's not common. Show me another defend from the Skill Stalker? Ooh. Bodyguard and Severance. Oh, that counts as unblocked attack damage? No, but it hit Osty. That's not me. That's a different guy. Stop scaling on my dime. Well, that's unfortunate. I do 20 damage to me? Double weaken you and just try and take a slower roundabout way towards the exit. Okay, yeah, yeah, that's my own damn fault. Should have been a little bit quicker than that. Slice of Flesh, Reeve, and Veil Piercer. The fact that I already have the negative pulse in the deck makes the Sleight of Flesh a lot more interesting. Take the upgrade to it as well. Ooh. I'll take the healing here so I can just afford to mill out upgrades. Blood Vial at the start of each combat, heal to HP. Also going to help us afford all the upgrades we want. Let's get the Invoke. I'm going to need to upgrade some things related to damage as a high priority as well. Courtesy of not having really drafted too much damage in the stack yet. It's all good though. Between Invoke and Severance, we should be able to cycle our deck very, very consistently. Take a No Escape. Single target Doom, especially good against things like Waterfall Giant. Let's use Severance first, just in case we get something from the draw that's more important. Of course, couldn't think of a single thing that would have been, but still worth trying. No need to use that soul that turn if I'm only intending on playing cards that are already in hand. Ugh. Really? Defend, defend. I'm gonna Slide of Flesh. Just because it appears to be our only real damage. At least we have a free turn to finish him off here. 100 gold, Defy, Bone Shards, pull aggro. I'll take the Defy as a disable for the enemy as well as damage from ours. Delay, and then happily remove a strike. Grave Warden? I can afford Grave Warden, so I'll take Grave Warden. Hell yeah. Okay. Deck just got a lot stronger. If I can, and I should, be able to upgrade that Delay before we get out of here. Yeah, Slide of Flesh. Oh, ooh. How much do I need the additional energy next turn? I'll Defy here so that I can get the 13 damage. Negative Pulse. Fully defends us. Defend Severance. Try and take as little damage here as possible. Beautiful. Yeah, we got out of the fight without taking any. Defile, Sculpting Strike, Afterlife. Don't need any of those. Deck's good enough and thin enough at the moment. We'll take the Delay upgrade, specifically because of the second energy. It gives you the turn after you play it. Slide of Flesh, Invoke. Perfection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just play them all out. Ugh. Not a big fan of the Delay that turn, but it's okay as long as it gives me additional energy for turns like this, which it do. And then all I need to do is store all of my additional HP inside of Osti, and all should be quite well for us. Perfect turn for Delay. Negative Pulse for some decent damage as well. I'll Invoke. Oh, I was going to Grave Warden and Defy before I did any of that. It's okay. It's not going to be a problem. We're doing really well in this fight. Probably about as well as could be expected. Yeah. Enemy goes down. Oh, no. They got a stay. They got a last-minute reprieve on their execution. Okay, I've got a weaken and a big defend. Both almost certainly in this next hand. Yeah, there we go. Great. Didn't even lose Osti. Transfigure. Add replay to a card in your hand. It costs an additional energy. I mean, doing that on Negative Pulse, Defy, Delay, you know, even Invoke gets stupid really quickly. Do you want to... Yes! Thank you! It's been a long time since I've read a book. I don't even know if I remember how. But I've got a lot of max HP, and I got a lot to give away. I do want to take some threats. I'll take this right-hand side so I can hit the storybook upgrade early. 1, 3. Okay, transfigure, slide, negative pulse. Did I choose wrong? Oh, I chose so wrong. Yep, I see the mistake now. Double the negative pulse. Instead, I end up with more defense, and it basically does otherwise exactly the same thing. Well, that was pretty bad. And it ended up costing us a lot of HP. Actually, I don't think it had too much to do with that additional HP at the end. I will take a borrowed time, just so that I can play out some additional cards after I pay through a bunch of cards in hand. As for removal... Have I even removed a card? I have. I've removed one strike from this deck, so I wouldn't be able to afford the removal in the next space, but I will take the debt. Oh, especially if I get money. Hey, I've even marked out where the curse is, so I don't have to take that. Great. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, you're kidding me. I literally can't not... Okay, hang on. No, I've got small divinations. I can use that. Okay, that's good. Wait. Can I even get it with small divination? Or do I have to... I think I have to take the curse in order to get the relic. One, 2, 3. Yeah. God damn it. Very happy to see the anchor. Good card. It's an even better relic. Slide of flesh, negative pulse, drop a defend. Just let that backliner die. I only want to have one of you I have to deal with, yeah. Let's figure bodyguard. Unfortunately, I don't get to full defend here, though. Veil Piercer next ethereal card, you play cost 0. No. No, I don't think I will. Transfigure, no escape is one hell of a win condition. Severance, borrowed time, negative pulse defend. Not especially good defense, unfortunately, but kind of the best we can do. I'll delay and just drop a single defense so I can keep the Defiant top the deck. Dang, should have known the enemy wasn't going to attack the turn after that. Oh, man. Okay, I'm gonna pull back the no escape and just fire that. Takes the enemy out this turn. They still get another 11 damage on me under it, though. Pull from below, fetch, snap. Nope. I mean, I can see the value in Danse Macabre, but I'll get rid of the debt to start with. Then let's get Brightest Flame upgraded for an additional energy and card. I'll give you as much HP as you need to give me the Polynis Core. Roll up to Juzu Bracelet. Unfortunately, there's no question marks left on this floor. Take out only Elite this line. It is Desi. Interesting. It's probably my best fight. Sleight of Flesh, Negative Pulse, both on turn 1. Pretty good. Invoke Defend. It's basically now just about getting back to that Sleight of Flesh as quickly as I can. I'm gonna Gambler's Brew this whole hand. Then Transfigure the Delay. Double Delay. Perfect. Gives us a Severance, which I can afford to play, and then play the Soul from. Just continue playing Souls until I'm out of cards in hand. Perfect. There's the Negative Pulse. Is that everyone? That's not everyone yet. That's now everyone. Got him. Bone Flute. Whenever Aussie attacks, I gain 2 block. And you know what? I'll take the fetch. Now that it gives me 2 block and 3 damage on the enemy at the same time. How can I turn it down? Sleight of Flesh, Negative Pulse. Oh, it's already online. Let's get the one that's buffing itself dead. Only 9 incoming damage this turn. I think that's everything set up, right? If I really wanted to be mean, I could... how mean is it? I could wait until next turn to kill so that the Polynis Core is triggered at the start of the next fight, drawing 2 additional cards on our opening turn. Strength Bot means nothing to me, whereas Duplicator is pretty good. And Death March actually does see a lot of cards drawn, so occasionally that'll do 50 damage for us. Oh, interesting. Defend, Transfigure the Delay. I will borrow time, then play that delay. Okay. Sleight of Flesh. Defy, Invoke, and Defend. I'm just gonna get one of you down, and I've still got the Negative Pulse left in the draw pile. There it is. All right. And the goal is to kill this turn so the Polynis Core does not get any additional time to progress. It doesn't. Woohoo! So in the boss fight, we're also going to draw 2 additional cards on turn 1. Enfeebling Touch is both a debuff for the enemy and also really good. Let's get Borrowed Time upgraded so I can play more cards afterwards, especially on a big heavy draw turn. I do think Dex Pot makes sense in this fight as well. Sleight of Flesh needs to be played. So does Invoke is good setup, I think. I'm gonna go 1 field card a turn. Transfiguring Enfeebling Touch is a surprisingly good amount of damage, actually. 26 damage every time I play that. Not bad. Shot. Ooh, what I wouldn't give to have it in this hand. It's okay, though. We actually only end up taking 1 damage against Osti in that cycle. Severance, draw. Okay, borrowed time, and then I can just basically play out the rest. Well, basically play out the rest of the hand, play out the other 3. Oh, God, there's not a good transfigure target in this hand, I don't think. I'm going to transfigure delay and not play it this turn. Definitely can't take the 3 or less cards per turn, which is one of the reasons I had to take the other option earlier. I have so much draw in the next hand. Invoke seems important. Unfortunately, let's Defy. Disappear, but I think I have to do it. Great. Well, Brightest Flame, put that in the next cycle because I might need it. I don't think I need Bodyguard in the next cycle, though. Okay, there's no escape. We'll basically just play out the rest of this hand. Okay. I'll transfigure Severance this time. And then not play it. All part of the strategy. That was incorrect. Couple souls out on the board. Perfect. Big old Death March, Negative Pulse, Invoke, Strike Unleashed, then Borrowed Time gives us enough energy to play a Delay twice, which then itself gives us 7 additional energy next turn. Gain 1 less energy each turn with Waste Away, not a problem for me. As long as I set things up right. Double Enfeebling Touch. Double up on Severance as well. Perfect. We're all good. Closed out that fight pretty easily, if I do say so myself. Banshees, Reaper Form, and Squeeze. The only one of these that has any shot in this deck is Reaper Form. And even then, oof, I don't really care about it that much. Thankfully, it's pretty easy to play now that I've got a Brightest Flame. Powers cost 1 more. Definitely don't want that. Sigh at the start of your turn. Gains 7 block. Yeah, not bad. I'd love to have 7 block a turn. You can cook at Rest Sites to remove 2 cards from the deck. How many Rest Sites can I realistically line on up? 2? That's not enough. That's not enough to care about cooking. Give me the Sigh. There is exactly 1 path that takes 0 elites. It is also the best path. It's this one. I'm not guaranteed to take the line that takes no elites at the end. I might just take 2 elites and 2 rests and then a late shot. If I feel like I can roll into that, I will. Pretty large problem in this deck at the moment is so much of our damage is extremely reliant upon having Sleight of Flesh, the power Sleight of Flesh already played. And I'm not going to always have that already in play. In fact, looking directly in front of us, I'm having a lot of trouble now that I don't directly have that in play. Well, I mean, Reaper Form actually gave us enough debuffs to then just kill the enemies by attacking them, so that's pretty good. Don't think I need any of those. Ooh, upgrade 2 random cards. That's probably more important than the relics still here for us. Yeah, doing nothing on turn 1 is going to make it very difficult for me to follow up with a kill here. It basically drawing Reaper Form from Brightest Flame. Do I play it for 1 max HP and test that theory? If I draw Reaper Form in the first 2 or 3 cards in this next cycle... Okay, never mind, I didn't. Everything's fine. Yeah, the right draw order is really, really, really damage strong, and then the wrong draw order has anything except for Sleight of Flesh directly atop the deck. Ooh. Speaking of, we get Sleight of Flesh out on turn 1. Oh, Grey Warden before we attack there. Great. Delay. Enfeebling. I want to transfigure something before I cycle so that I can get back to transfigure and play it again. Okay. Could have been a lot worse. So, Negative Pulse and Strike. Nope. Don't need those. Just drop Reaper Form. Hell yeah. Woof. I mean, there's Sleight of Flesh and then Enfeebling Touch on the top line, but I'm going to need a lot more debuffs. Oh, no. Delay. I'll damage the back line. I'm going to be taking damage here as well. Yeah, I figured I might get Transfigure and Brightest Flame in the same hand. It's just I don't want to remove that much of my max HP. I only have to use 1 attack against most enemies to take them out here. Because the Reaper Form, you see. Borrowed Time, and now allows us to double and invoke. I'll have 6 summon and 6 energy next turn, if you don't mind. Alright, Fabricated down. Actually went pretty well. Beetlejuice! And Grave Blast! The ability to bring back the right card at the right time! With Transfigure in the deck, with no escape in the deck, with Borrowed Time in the deck. Incredible. Actually managed to set up a really good Reaper Form on that first turn as well. Transfigure the Sleight of Flesh so that now every attack is even more ridiculous. 26 damage to the enemy every time I attack him. Great Blast back at Delay, and then just keep on attacking. Get additional energy for the next turn. Additional draws coming in as well. Delay, Severance, draw. Cool. Borrowed Time. Defy. No escape, defend. Got him. Firebot's definitely not coming with us. These are way better. Death's Door. I don't have a Nora Surge or anything like that, do I? No, I'm not guaranteed to be able to use that for the defense I want. But Vulnerability is a debuff as well as sets up additional damage from other attacks. I'm almost leaning Grave Warden. I'll take none. Oh, duplicating the deck is nice for the sake of the Brightest Flame, but pretty much everything else doesn't want that. Well, at least you upgraded the Borrowed Time after downgrading it. Thank you kindly. Happy Flower. Every 3 turns, gain an additional energy. Also, I require this Sleight of Flesh upgraded. Thank you kindly. I mean, I get Sleight of Flesh out early. That's nice. Grave Blast going away is not, though. Let's transfigure the Invoke and just drop that. Happily burn out the rest of that hand with Ethereal. No problem there. And my upgrades. I wanted them to be more. Not no. Oh, no. Don't tell me we just rolled into this fight and now they're just going to kill us. Don't tell me that. It might be the case, but don't tell me. All right, 40 damage to the back line. Pretty terrifying. I'm going to transfigure a delay. I'm going to... defend. Great block back. Double delay. Should I use Beetlejuice to save some damage here? I think so, because I can just cycle the potion anyway. Take 12 damage off that enemy in the back line at least. Thank heck. Okay. Front two targets have died. Now it is just you and I, backline target. I'm going to kill you. Lance an additional energy on turn 1. I mean, there's a little part of me that does care about that spur. Very little, though. Well, at least I know the next fight's not that fight. I will rest up, and then I will go into the next fight and hope it's not that fight again. Oh, it's not. Great. Delay and Sleight of Flesh. Everything's right with the world. Fetch. Bodyguard. That's Negative Pulse. Bring back Invoke and play it. Roll into the next turn with additional energy. Hell yeah. I was about to say get Reperform. It's going to be huge. We got Reperform. It's going to make it much easier for me to throw damage on this enemy. Every time I attack you, take 13 damage. Oof. I'm not thrilled about this. I'm just going to drop the double defend. Definitely going to be resting after this fight as well. As long as I can kill you before your next attack cycle, I'm pretty happy about it. No escape. Grey Blast back that. No escape. No that escape. And we also have the Polinus Core set up for the first boss fight. Great. Warpaint. And another no escape. Okay, great. I think that solves the scaling problem we might have had. Screaming Flag, and if you end your turn with no cards in hand, deal 20 damage to all enemies. Not especially common. We will do that. I will remove the doubts. I do think I could easily take and get good value out of that dirge. One more rest, and then first boss fight. I only use the clarity potion. I'm not... Oh boy. Transfiguring Enfeebling Touch is going to be generally quite good. I have to use it here, otherwise it burns out of the deck and then strike. But taking your first cycle out is, well. Anyway, let's see what we can do. Drop delay on that field. I kind of just want to use Severance to have additional draw available for later. Maybe it just has to be Death March. No, it's Severance. Yeah, 55. This is what I was sorry about. There's the Reperform. Great. Okay. Reperform, Grey Blast to bring back Brightest Flame. I'll use Brightest Flame. Grave Warden, Unleash, Defy, No Escape, then Borrowed Time, Negative Pulse. You're kidding me. I'm short? Short. Alright. Thought I had enough debuffs to get through that turn. Oh my god, this sucks. The rest of this hand would have been sick. Oh. Boy. That hurts. Oh, if I end up losing, that's the turn that decided it right there, unfortunately. I'm going to Grey Blast back Transfigure and drop that on Dirge for a later turn. For a Severance out on the board just to have some additional souls in draw pile. Or Defy before doing anything else there. Happily. Great. Delay, Borrowed Time, Bodyguard Strike, and Death March. Get you by Doom at the end of the turn. Ugh. There goes my Enfeebling Touch, and I can't do anything about it. At least I get the double invoke rather. Pulse. Let's escape twice and then double Dirge for a bunch as well. Huge amount of souls in draw pile. Huge amount of Osti in the Osti pile. Oh, Death March is already doing 69 damage by itself. Perfect. Okay, now, can I get through this fight without taking any damage? This should be Transfigure for Dirge. Then Severance. And I think Soul for the draw setup still. I'm fine going past those no escapes. They don't want to get played next turn. Reperform wants to be played. Delay wants to be played. Reperform has Retain. I forgot about Reperform's Retain. Okay, Death March doesn't do any additional damage this turn. Drop another Invoke out there. Additional card draw next turn. 39 is a lot. Okay, I'm going to double the Brightest Flame this turn. I did just burn that out as well. Then Negative Pulse, Bodyguard. Strike. Fine. Feebling. I mean... yeah. the Transfigure. Let's Transfigure, Invoke, Unleash, Strike, and drop another Defend. Leave Grey Blast in the draw. Hopefully I get Big Dirge this turn. We do Big the Get Dirge. Get a whole mess of souls out of there. Great. No escape. And then I just keep drawing until I have a hand worth playing, and then borrowed time to be able to play it. Okay. So Death March is almost lethal. And then finish him off. GG. Woo! Made it through regardless. Definitely should have tightened up on that first turn of the first, second turn of the first boss fight. It made the second one significantly more tense than it had any right to be, but then just coming through clutch with Reaper Form and Death March, giving us the ability to Death March the enemy directly into hell. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 gold. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2, though. Top left is a series playlist for all my content of the game, past, present, future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. At or above the thank tier. A special thanks this episode to Moloko. Hopefully you'll be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.